Are you running B42? Yeah, I am. Yeah, this is 42. Version 8.1, I think. So the latest update and stuff. But I'm thinking that I'm missing stuff. Give me that damn candy. Okay. My generators are gone. Hold on a second. My generators are gone. I had a red and a blue one sitting here. And I had a fuck ton of backpacks on this bench. Oh my god. Wait, let me go downstairs. My shit's gone. I am so unimpressed. So unimpressed. There's not stuff glitched down here, is there? Yeah, it's reset a whole bunch of stuff because I didn't have anything down here. I have maggots. Yep. There's a flashlight. Wait a minute, there was a magazine there. Guest house. I don't want that. Oh, I don't know how to feel about this. I'm so tempted if she dies again just to reset the game. Okay, let me, hold on. Let me sit her down. Let me sit her down on the ground. This corner might actually be too dark. Let me go sit near the window. I'll make her read a book while I'm thinking about this, okay? Here, come down here. Sit here. Don't you sigh at me, love. Let's get you a book. Some magazines and some shit. I don't know if she can read stuff like one after the other, but I assume that she can. Now, we set the fast forward and then the pause when it stops. Oh, good. It just automatically goes book to book if you just set it up that way. That's sick. Anywho, but yes, should always build your own storage. I never had an issue with new spawned loot overriding what I had put in the cabinets, but still don't trust it. This game should not be resetting loot containers. Well, that's kind of what, like, I haven't really played this enough to know yet. Like, part of why I was still pushing through this particular save was I had 2 generators at home that had fuel in them. And I had like a whole shit ton of fuel sitting on, well, I don't think I had fuel anymore, but I had a shit ton of like gas cans and other parts sitting out on this rug. And I had a fuck ton of different tools that I wanted to have a go at using and figure out how to use, or at least have in case I needed to craft or make something. I had been trying to stockpile skills, like learn how to get skills long after the electricity went out, with the view that it would be good to know how to get them anyway, right? But I had to make a water catcher and we just never got to the point where I had enough skills for that. I was getting to the point where I could have mechanic skills where I could hotwire cars so that I could go on bigger trips and collect fuel from other towns and hopefully find a magazine that was going to help teach me how to use the generators, so then I could go and take the generators to the fuel stations and get fuel up my cars and be able to go on more trips. And I had all this stuff and I had all these boxes and just so much gear because I thought that room looked really clean, and I had like 600 nails or some shit like that just on the ground in there, like, you know, a box of nails I just kept emptying out. And yeah, I also had, I think there was blood in here from when I had to kill the corpse that accidentally died in here. All sorts of stuff. So I'm pretty sure I also had more books on this shelf. And like I said, I thought I had more books in here that would explain it. I wonder what would have happened if I had have just respawned back into this house as number 8. Instead of down near my gear, because I spawned down near my person because we were so far away and I didn't have food back here, not enough food to go and get myself there. So it's really interesting that this has like respawned at some point. More so in the sense of like, okay, in 7 Days to Die, chunks reset an area that you haven't been in for a long period of time, or a set period of time. So if you go somewhere and you go and you like exist in a different town for too long, there's a chance that like trees will regrow and loot will respawn and zombies will reappear even if you have a land claim and stuff, right? It would just like put it all back. But I didn't think Project Zomboid did that because I saw Project Zomboid as a linear timeline of existence. Even if your person dies, the world continues to keep moving forwards linear. And whatever you take and whatever you use up remains used up. Which makes me question if, since my generator is gone, is it back down the road at that place, or has that been fully looted and has nothing? Actually, before it gets dark, hold on. I'll go for a quick walk down to the church. I'll just dump this on the ground so I don't take it with me. Let me just go for a quick walk down to church because the church building will tell me what's going on out there. I also did think that this looked a bit like refreshed, but I do think I moved that. So that could be on me. There's a loot respawn timer, but yeah, like Pavel said, games should not reset loot inside containers if they have more than X items, which is defined as world settings. Yeah. But it could be something in the settings, like these are all, as far as I know, the default builder settings. I think the only thing I changed was that when I'm reading something, it should take me out of fast forward automatically. That was one setting I changed so that like time doesn't just keep perpetually going on after she's finished reading a book. I haven't changed anything else. My car and the church are down here. Okay. So the only reason why I want to look at this place is I got the generator from in here. And there shouldn't be anything in here. There should be no loot. This graph paper. Yeah, this is all empty. Okay. Now, is it still pulled apart in here? Go find out. I gotta go. If you're still streaming when I get back, I'll be back then. No worries. Well, this is still pulled apart. I'll be streaming for like another hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. Somewhere around that. So maybe. I'll catch you if I catch you. Interesting. Okay. What about the office? I wonder if that's back. Sorry. Razor, gum, clipboard, all that stuff. Yeah, I don't think so. There was an update for generators in 42.6. Erase all existing generators from the save. Sorry. Okay. Now, I don't know which version I last played on. I will be able to go back to my previous recordings and have a look at which version we were up to when I last played a month ago. Because a month ago, I don't know how many weeks specifically. Like, hold on, let me get back into my house and I'll just check some stuff. Because I'll have at least like the dates for when I recorded what we did. And I'll have a bit of an idea and she'll be safe in the house hopefully then. But, so my thought process with this is that if the generators are gone, then it doesn't matter if I get the books because I would have to find another generator. But in saying that, I do know where one generator is. And it's down here. There is one generator there. And there is a fuel station here. So, I mean, this road is bullshit. I would not drive along that again. But I don't think I could safely walk a generator from like down here to over there. That would be a bit too far. But I've already taken the 2 generators out of this town. And there's a petrol station there. My hope was that I was going to take the generator back to there. So unless I took the car and went and took the generator and then plonked it there, that would be the only way to make this like keep going kind of thing. Because alternatively, the other thing I want to do on this map specifically is we're getting close to what I assume is winter in the game. And my thoughts are, if we went through winter, at least then I'd have experience going through winter and trying to survive. But I'm also kind of like, I'm also back at square one with a person that's just died. And I'm like trying to figure out if I want to just start a new game and then see how long I can keep a new person alive and try to like find the magazine and try to find a generator, try to find somewhere to live, because I've lost like at least over half my loot easily. Like I haven't checked all of these yet, but that one had stuff in it. That one had stuff. Oh yeah, I have salsa. That's a really random thing, but that one's empty. That one could have been empty though. There's my keys. My other keys. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'll tell you what. We'll, I can't sit her on a bed because it's a bit too dark in there, but let me just plonk you here. Sit on the ground for a second. I know we're not going to really have much to like look at, so I'm just actually get you to read until it gets dark, okay? I just want to have a quick look at where I was. I don't think I can tell her to sit when she's reading. Oh no, there we go. I'm going to erase all existing generators from your save. Might not find the generators where you've already seen them. There is a chance you might find them unexplored areas. Well, that's the thing, is like that town up north, whatever exists up there because I haven't been. Whereas the town where I just was, I don't know. I do know that in Monday, I did go past one building because I went and I tried to sleep in the safe house, and the garage next to the safe house has the generator. So I know that one still has one. It's the Daisy on my map. But hold on, let me go into my thing. Let's see, Project Zomboid. Okay, so the last time I played was, well, apart from this week, was the 25th of April. Okay. So it's very possible that since I did not play at all in the month of May, when were the updates? Hold on. Let's see. May, April 7th was 42.7. If you guys reckon that the generators were wiped in 42.6, that was March. So I was already playing through March, but I don't know if I was home. When did I leave? Number 7 is at least recorded as coming into existence somewhere around March. So I might have already left my base by then. I wonder if I can open this without it blasting me with audio. I don't know. Okay. Hold on a second. I don't know if this is going to blast me with audio. I'm just going to mute the game for just a hot second, just in case. Is your home? Did you make it? I did not make it. I claimed it. But just give me a second. I'm just checking. I'm checking because we've lost a whole heap of stuff in here. So I'm just muted the game for a second so you guys don't get blasted, so I can open this with no sound. All right. Now that that's open with no sound, we're good. Now, let's see. Was I in my house? Did we leave? Okay, yes. So in March I had shit all over the floor. And my generators. I can see the red one. The red one existed. I don't know whether... Sorry, wrong way around. I have the blue one, but not the red. Oh no, there it is. Sorry, there was a wall in the way. I had both my generators back in March. Okay, let me close out of that. So for anybody that's just joined, doesn't know what's going on, I've got my 8th person all the way back home, and I'll show you the place in the morning and stuff, but I have discovered that I am missing a whole heap of stuff and that a whole bunch of my storage boxes are in fact empty. So I think what's happened is the game has reset some stuff in the last couple of updates while I've been away from home for a couple of months. And I didn't play last month at all in the month of May. So I've now returned and a whole heap of my shit's missing. Let me get this door open. Hold on. Let me just, yeah. No, open the door. I know you're right in front of it. There you go. So yeah, this is my place. And I had a heap of emptied out backpacks on this bench. Okay. And all kinds of different bags and stuff. I had a blue generator and a red generator here. And I had these I had taken from various places, but they are all empty. They were full to the brim with tools to the point I couldn't put stuff in them anymore. Tools and farming stuff. The thing that's tipped me off is that my fridge has this random chicken, cherry, and beef patty and crap. My fridge had veal, and my fridge had a little deer skeleton and a little party hat on top of it because I found a ran over deer and I brought it home, and I also found a party hat, and I thought that was funny. I have got some supplies. The other thing too is, have I got keys in the laundry? My keys are not in the laundry machine anymore. That is disappointing. I was throwing all my keys in there. Here's my barbecue, by the way. I told you I had a barbecue in my house. But yeah, I'm missing a lot of stuff. And my water cabinet up here, this one, now has a whisk in it, which is not supplying me with extra water. I had a heap of resources here that I had to sort through. And I had medical's kind of fine. I had this box here, which is also covered in backpacks too. I had about 600 various nails here and a bunch of random magazines and wood and scrap and stuff here for burning. One of these are fully empty, and that could be okay. I might have done that, but I know I had a heap of stuff on the floor in here. I also had stuff in here too. I was moving shelves from downstairs, which is why I'm confused that there are shelves downstairs. This is my reading area too, but we are missing some books. So that's a thing. Not your party hat. Well, I know where I got it from, but it was just a cool looking little party hat. You know, I'd broken into a house and the zombies all had party hats and I wanted one. But yeah, there shouldn't be this many wall cabinets because I took 2 of those upstairs. As you can see with like the wood on the ground, they're also full with stuff. So that's not right. But yeah, this, I'm not too sure what to do now. In some sense, I obviously like the fact that I have all this shit, but I'm missing the 2 key things that I had here, which was I had 2 generators in good condition that were full of fuel. The reason why that was important was what I was trying to do was I was trying to go, hold on. I was trying to go up to the other, what I assume, based on the shape of this. I'm trying to get up to here because I think that that could be a school. And I was trying to go to its library so that I could maybe get the magazine that helps me learn how to use the generators at a fuel station, because I have a fuel station nearby, right, that I want to go to. But I've been down here back in April and this week and stuff. This is where I've been down and exploring. And I do know there's a generator there, and I do know that where this flower is, confirmed there is a generator in there. Which I just wanted to mark up. Did I take my pencil off me again? I took my pencil off me. Hold on a second. But I'm on like my 8th person, and I've just died like Monday. And I've got no skills. All the skills that I was working on, so I don't really know. It doesn't wash her clothes, only her keys. Well, you can wash your keys and stuff, but I don't know if the washing machine in this game, I assume it needs water or electricity, like a generator connected to run. So since it's just a storage vessel, and every time you die, you get a keychain again, right? I've just been tossing it in there because I don't need it. And I found this cute little kitty cat keychain thing, so I don't need that ugly ass thing, you know. Give you some snow globes while I'm standing here. So I'm kind of tempted to just... I don't want to because, like, I had all these plans for this, and starting again would mean finding, like, a whole new map and starting. But I also have more experience with it now, and I wonder if I could stay alive longer, and it would give me a chance to actually, like, watch the TV and stockpile water and stuff. But, like, I could always, like, keep this saved for myself. And just, like, play it off the thing. But I just got a car, too. I just got another car. I don't know. I could go for... I'll tell you what. I'll get in the car and I'll go for a drive up to the fucking school. And I want to have a look at how bad it is up there. I want to see what I'm getting into up there. All right, we'll go do that. And then if it's an absolute shit show and I die, fine. I'll start a new one. So... And we will start an actual legit new one. And I'll have to find a new house and shit. Because I like this place. The only reason why I really, really like this place is it's... Oh, hold on. It's kind of far enough outside of town. I don't really get much zombies here. What I do get, though, is I get like a fuck ton of zombies like out here. Though, in the paddock. And that's kind of a problem. You know. I see you, Andre. I see you staring. Welcome in, what you doing? The deer skull with a party hat sounds like something straight out of Little Misfortune. I know, right? I know. It was around about that time too, because I found the party hats. There is a party house. I don't know if it's the same with every map, but they were here. I'm pretty sure. Because it was two houses next to each other and there's another one. And I'd gone for a walk. I hadn't gone too far. I think I'd actually... looked for stuff and I came home, but I think it's this one had a party and there was a whole bunch of them and stuff. Is it in and out with work? Oh yeah. Well, hopefully work's going all right. Let me grab the Spiffo vehicle and we'll see how far we can get. I need more water than that. Hold on. I need water, I need food, and I need at least a pencil. Hold on, I dumped out everything. What's that Zomboid item vanishing isn't great? It's really not, because it's kind of like with any kind of game, you know, when like your stuff is just gone. The playing through motivation to be like, do I just start again? Is very strong at that point. And in this case, I'm thinking yes. Because I've got a lot of stuff and I've kind of gotten around and I've seen some things. I hate the fact that I just got a hatchet and I just got a fire axe, which I might actually take with me for a backup weapon, to be fair. And I'll put an extra flashlight in the car because I think we're going to be out there at night. But like, I had been like in search of this stuff since like, I think like, number 1 or number 3 read the book. I don't know which one. But I've been doing really, really well with it for a while. The other thing too is when I use the gas cans lately, I don't think I've had the hose on me. And it's just automatically been doing the fuel, which is kind of a bit odd for anybody that like knows you've got to use the hose. It feels odd to not need that. I'll take a can of beef, I'll take a can of tuna. Probably not really enough food for the trip, but I don't really want her to eat other stuff. I think we've got a granola bar in there, and we got some chocolate which will last. I actually wouldn't mind. Why does everything say tainted? Is it saying tainted because it's something I'm not supposed to drink? Because the fuel now says tainted in the same way. Just let me know that one. I'll grab a couple of extra chocolate bars and I'll grab some drink out of the fridge. And I think that will be enough for the road. Give me that extra granola bar. Now, water-wise, there are like a fuck ton of like cans of soda and shit in here, but I don't really need that. Give me 2 extra bottles. I'll put back the one that's like partially already drunk. And I don't think that that's going to be like supplies level like existing, but this should be fine. I should have made her eat something too. I gotta admit, her athleticism is kind of pissing me off. Her fitness and her hunger. Okay, so her fitness is like really, really great in the sense of, oh, she's going to have energy and be able to fight and shit. That's fantastic. Now, the thing that's pissing me off is the fact that she needs to eat a lot, it looks like. And I think that that's a direct relation to the, I don't want to take the eraser out. I think that's a direct relation to being fit. I'm not 100% sure, but she is a lot hungrier than my thirsty number 7. So I don't know. I don't know if that's just like how that is. All right, we got extra water in here. I will keep the fire axe on me because that's a spare weapon. Got a pen, got a flashlight, got some stuff. Chiboon, welcome in. Follow. I'm trying to figure out, there we go. Get in my car. All right. So we're going to go for a drive that I don't even know how to get to because I know that's not a dead end. That might be how I get out of here. Either that or it's a main road there. I'll go down here and I think that's a dead end. I think I got to go out past the fuel place. So that's fine. All right. Here's hoping we don't run into too many things. And that I don't specifically run into the taxi or the trees. I should also specify light poles, but you know, there's the taxi. I did want to practice all my mechanic skills and stuff, but like, I just want to see, because this shape down here, right, this purple building, get away from the trees. This purple building is a school. And I reckon the other place, it might not be. But I just want to know. I want to find out for myself. I want to go look and see if the building is, oh shit, a 1-to-1. Same. Get out of the way, mate. I can't be running over zombies in this thing. And we're low on fuel. I'm going to have to run some of it. So the frustrating thing is, at some point I'm going to have to get out of the car and abandon it. But if it gets close to nighttime, see, I reckon that's just, that's not a road, right? Down here. You good, car? I don't think that that goes anywhere. Hold on, I can't look at a distance in the car, can I? Nah, it's a dead end. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to check that. But yeah, shit disappearing has like made me more kind of resolved to want to try again. Like, I'm quite okay with my save and stuff, and I wasn't using like half of the crap that I had, but a lot of the tools that I had towards like cars and just, I don't know, stuff in general were in those boxes. And I don't think I lost a huge amount of food, but I was storing food items in the fridge. Even though it wasn't keeping anything cold, it was still storing food. So, like, there's also a really nice car down here too. That white car. And it's very hard to see. But yeah, I've made some mistakes in the towns and stuff, but at least now I know that, like, if I could start with somebody, like, I could probably handle somebody with high thirst, but not probably straight off, like, the beginning. Oh, that's right, this road doesn't actually go anywhere. Wait. How does that not connect? I'm sorry, how does this street exist? Right. I'm looking at the street and the map's telling me that those two roads connect, and I call bullshit on that. So let's go around. I've done that before, and I took the car off road, and it was a mistake, so I'm not doing that twice. We learnt, people. I've also learnt not to boop the zombies with the car. I've learnt that even if I try to avoid running over a rat, the rats will run out into the road and get run over anyway, and the rats will fuck your car up. Like, really badly. Here's the train oh, fucking hell. I guess I could... Which is the best way to go around this slot? I could go around the building, but I think that my car would move so slowly. Hold on. Okay, just get out of the way for a second. I actually didn't want to go backwards there, but this is fine. I can get around. Oh, my car is so slow. Don't get stuck. That kind of worked. I booped a zombie in reverse. I reckon out here. And I reckon this is going to be as bad as the other area. I don't really want to be going that fast. Hold on. I also don't want to lock it to a speed either, because I figure it's going to be chockers like this. Okay. Now, I have seen at least one person do this before, and I reckon as long as this isn't blocked, I should be able to go through here. You look into a distance from the car, you've rolled down the window. Interesting. I didn't even know you could put the window down. I'll be honest. I knew there was windows, but I didn't know they were functional. If you... Whoops. I was reading. If you do, a zombie will be able to bite you if you don't roll it back up. Yeah, I figured as much. I know, right? Tree. I've got to be careful because some of these little trees don't look like they're actually trees. They look like they're shrubs. They are, in fact, trees. So give me a second to get somewhere where I can see a little bit better. God, that road is just junked up. Can't go anywhere there. I also don't want to get stranded near a massive pile of zombies, but I probably will. Regardless of if I want or not. The road looks like it's cleared up again. Sort of. I wonder if I can go back on the road. What did I hit? Oh, there's a barricade. Okay. That explains some things. It's fine. I can leave that alone. Game does not show if your window is up or down unless you use Vehicle Vanilla Automated Mod. Yeah, I've seen a couple of people playing on YouTube where they have had a window down and they've forgotten and a zombie's just walked over and eaten them. And I don't want to accidentally do that. We've still got so far to go. I'm wondering if it's just safer just to stay on the train tracks. I didn't know if train stations take you between places, but I kind of feel like it might be the clearer road. Or sorry, they wouldn't be able to use the emote. I'm pretty sure it's just a follow emote. It should be fine. But yeah, I have a tree emote. Specifically because when I played PUBG, I would often drive up trees pretty frequently or boop trees pretty often. But it's pretty relevant to like everything I play, honestly. It has been the most useful emote I have fucking made. And the most like accurate for every game I play. Just about. And you're really surprised with that because I'd never really noticed how frequently I hit trees in game until I made it. Now this looks like we're still going that way. Like I'm not on the road, but I don't mind this. This has been pretty clear. This is clear too, but just in case because of this barricade, I'll stay on here. We'll see. I don't know if there's like a whole bunch of stuff that I'm passing that I'd like. Like you wouldn't hit a tree